revisit a top story that we had. And police were until a few hours ago struggling to restore calm following day-long riots. According to the Kenya Red Cross, at least 4 people have been killed, and in the skirmishes that followed the murder of a prominent Muslim cleric, Sheikh Ibrahim Omar, alias Rogo, was shot dead alongside 3 of his colleagues last night. Rioters burnt a church and barricaded roads in the coastal city. Our senior coast reporter Ferdinand Omondi, who is himself still recovering from the tear gas, now reports on the murder and the mayhem.
The passion elicited at the scene of crime, where 4 men died in a hail of bullets as they traveled from Mombasa to Mtwapa, primed Mombasa town for a showdown with the police. About this time last year, Sheikh Abu Rogo was killed in a similar fashion and the city erupted. On this night, his close associate, Sheikh Ibrahim, was among the dead. And the next day, Majengo area near the Masjid Musa Mosque, where Sheikh Ibrahim preached, erupted. Rowdy youth started violent protests and set alight a church, prompting the police to shoot in the air and fire tear gas canisters. Yet again, the mysterious killing of people in Mombasa has set off tension. And now there's a confrontation between the police and the people. And this now you can see the church has already been set ablaze in Majengo, right next to the Masjid Musa Mosque, where Sheikh Ibrahim used to preach, along with Sheikh Abu Rogo alternately, sometime back when they were both alive. The Majengo Salvation Army Church is located barely 200 meters away from the Masjid Musa and was torched for the 2nd year in a row as violent youth protested against what they believed was the extrajudicial killing of innocent people. The condemnation was swift. The fire department responded swiftly in Majengo and began a battle to save the church from burning to the ground and possibly spread to adjacent buildings. They contained the situation in about half an hour. This incident prompted police bosses to dispatch officers to protect the Mombasa Pentecostal Church located within the CBD. The running battles were spreading to other parts of town, where alarmed businessmen quickly closed shop. Violence broke out in Kisauni as well, where rioters blocked several roads with burning tires. They also destroyed and looted property. Police fired gunshots and tear gas canisters. Several people were reportedly shot and 1 man died. Scores were ferried to the Coast General Hospital with injuries ranging from gunshots to knife wounds and fractures. A section of the youth in town broke away and started sporadic attacks on unsuspecting civilians. This man, a hawker, sustained wounds from a gang that descended on him just as KTN was approaching before he took refuge behind the steel door. He claims they stole some of the knives he was selling. The riots are believed to have been sparked by the death of Sheikh Ibrahim Omar, who was shot dead with 3 others along the Mombasa-Malindi Road Thursday night. The death rekindled memories of August 2012, when Sheikh Abu Rogo perished under similar circumstances along the same stretch.
Unfortunately, that's the practice here. When you're a suspect, you're automatically judged by the forces, and this is what happens in most cases. They finish you.
Extrajudicial killings of terror suspects. The government has to obey its own laws. It has to follow its own laws, or we have to disobey it, because we cannot sit and be slaughtered every day, or see our sheikhs being killed every day.
Na sio mara ya kwanza Makaburi atacha polisi. Juzi hata wiki moja bado isha alikuwa anatacha polisi. Kama ako na ushahidi kuhusu polisi, akuje mbele, asiende press. Aniambie wale wanatekeleza hii mauaji ni wakina nani? Tutachukua hatua. Sio kwenda tu kusema ni polisi na wewe una ushahidi.
Sheikh Ibrahim was a close associate of the late Rogo, who has been linked to the recruitment of Kenyan youth to the Al-Shabaab movement. Police believe Sheikh Ibrahim may have also been involved in terror-related activities.
Yes, he was among.
Why?
Because of the radicalization of the youth.
Police maintain that they are monitoring many people in the war against terror, but have distanced themselves from any extrajudicial killings, even as the body count of such suspects continues to grow.
As much as we cannot allow forces of terror operating in the country, but at the same time, we cannot run this country on jungle law.
The latest incident reopens a can of worms involving the mysterious killings of persons alleged to be involved in terrorism in one way or another. Yet again, the police are denying their involvement in the killings, but so far they are yet to bring any persons to book in the same breath. Ferdinand Mondi, KTN, Mombasa.